You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, I beg to differ. The truth is all we've got. It's so easy to find the truth now, to know the truth, understand it. And it comes at the expense of what? Well, truth? Oh, at the expense of people's feelings. And boy, did they get butt hurt. And speaking of butt hurt, someone had a big bite of an SHTF sandwich. And it stung. That person would be AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, one of the dumbest humans to ever live. She couldn't, dumb girl. Okay, now what did she do? Well, what's interesting, and I think this, I can't remember who did this quote, but it's better to remain silent and let those around you think you're stupid than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. That's what AOC has done and why she is so picked on, because she has opened her mouth and removed all doubt. She's in a sandwich. She's the pickle in the sandwich. It is a big SHTF sandwich. What is going on? What is leaving a bad taste in her mouth? You know what those policies are? Allowing protesters to harass and attack people. So AOC, with her boyfriend in all her glory, decided she deserved to go to the movies. The movie theater. Let's go to the movies. So as she and her boyfriend leave, they are met by a gang of protesters screaming and yelling in her face. I think that's downright appropriate, considering all the and encouraged and pushed on others. But now they're getting their own medicine back, and it doesn't taste good. In fact, the medicine they're getting tastes a lot like a shit sandwich. The protesters are demanding AOC declare the Gaza-Israeli conflict a genocide. And I do not understand for the life of me what a genocide is, according to these lunatics. Lunatics, folks. So we've heard that in Ukraine has lost between 500,000 and 1 million soldiers, dead, gone, extinguished. 500,000 to 1 million. That's a pretty big differential, don't you think? Well, when any government is trying to hide a number because they're ashamed, there's shame there, so they hide it. They don't give you a clear number. And of course, they love to also lie about everything, you know, how well they're doing in the so-called war, so that everyone accepts it. And the figures become acceptable because, well, they're winning. They're winning, don't you know? So here we are. AOC. She is in trouble because she won't declare it a genocide, but we don't know what a genocide is. How many people have the Gaza Palestinians claimed have been killed? This is where my problem really comes in with this Hamas feel sorry for us organization, is we don't know how many people have been killed. We don't know how many men were actually terrorists because they're not dressed in military uniforms, because they're terrorists. We don't know how many of the terrorists that were killed that are women were terrorists or not terrorists. We don't even know how many of the children that were killed were terrorists. I know that's an awful thing to say, but how many of these poor children have been brainwashed from their youths to think that dying in order to stop, destroy Israel is glorious? This is the sandwich the Democrats are in. They want to support Israel, yay! And they want to support the terrorists, yay! They want to support illegals, yay! They want to appeal to Americans, yay! Everyone should love what they're doing. But they've created an awful shit sandwich. And it is they're the shit. The Democrats are the shit. They're the ones who have done all this. They've shit on both sides. They've shit in their own bed. Everything, folks. AOC screams and yells, "That is fucked up, man!" Because she doesn't like being accosted. She doesn't like having a challenge put in her face. Some idiot protester, and by idiot, I mean idiot. You need to declare this a genocide. If you can't say it, then you don't support it. Genocide. We don't know how many of the men, women, and children that died are terrorists or whether they're civilians. You can't be both. Now, how many people are dead regardless? We don't know. They'll claim that there's 10,000 Palestinians under a collapsed roof in a house. Yes, they will. We've seen so many photoshopped images, so many recycled images of bombed out towns, houses. How many dead people have been the same dead people they're showing for the last 20 years? We can't trust the media because, well, they lie. So I don't know what is and is not genocide. I mean, is killing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 genocide? Or 10 times that, 500,000 Ukrainian men sent to their death by light in the loafers Zelensky, who has no love for humanity, his own people. What's more like genocide? Right? Wow, folks. Here we are. Wow. The Soviets, communists, the Chikoms, communists, the Nazis, socialists. That's right. Nazis are socialists. Is that genocide? Well, there was a point at one time when, Nazis were bad because they killed so many Jews. It was an attempt to genocide. It's really where everyone has borrowed the stigma with killing large swaths of people based on ethnicity. But now the world is revolting against the Jews again. And genocide is only important if you're a leftist, because it's an emotional tug on the heartstrings. AOC's in the sandwich. She's got both sides hating her. So I think it's hilarious that she's being harassed by her own constituents who want her to believe what she believes. But remember, AOC knows best because she's a bartender and she's very smart. You don't have a bartender run the space program. I'm sorry, the space program is not for bartenders. And I'm sure AOC was not a very good bartender. So what do we do with this, folks? Well, I'm going to say keep supporting the harassment of Democrats. I think more Republicans should be doing what those Democrats were doing and screaming and yelling at her. AOC, pick a side. Who are you for, Israel, or who are you for, Palestine? And make her pick a side. Because no matter what, she's bad. Now, I don't like either side. I think that all sides there have been guilty of being very naughty people, and nobody deserves the death that's happening there. But it's happening now. It's not my fault. I have nothing to do with it. I don't support either side. I can't support either side. Right? Wow, I'll just be Switzerland. Here we are. This is the world we're in, folks. There's a false dichotomy there. Israel or Palestine, John? How about peace? Can't have peace when you have idiots, folks. You can't have peace when you have idiots in charge. Chance favors the prepared mind. You can make a decision, help yourself, help your family, get prepared for the harder times that are ahead, and they're not far away. Godspeed.